We
Everybody, welcome back to the Durst Manor. To recap where we were last week, the group found themselves abducted in a strange mist and deposited in a old manor house. They started exploring, and the history of the house started to come alive. Gris was the first person to encounter the history of the house. Gris, how'd that go?
my fucking knees hurt.
Encountering the spirit of a long-dead warrior, you felt his pain as he was literally kneecapped by a group of robed figures. Continuing with the exploration, Ravon, our Shatterkai friend, encountered... How would you put it? Your first encounter?
It was an experience. It was definitely an experience.
So, from that encounter, from those two encounters, Gris, you gained inspiration, and Ravon, you gained the ability of a guaranteed hit. You could turn one miss into a guaranteed hit, which you haven't used yet. And Gris, you haven't used your inspiration yet. The group...
I haven't been feeling very inspired.
Oh, we'll get you there. The house is lovely, dark, and deep. And we have miles to go before you weep.
Yeah.
The group continued in the house. They started moving upstairs into a dark hallway, which significantly impacted Eilidh. The second floor was filled with music and magic, as Ravon explored first a library of sorts where he encountered the visage of a prodigy wizard who had dumped his magical power into a bookmark, which Gris found, and from that magic he now has more information about Barovia, the Amber Temple, and what resides within, as well as gaining a 2-point increase to his intelligence stat. The southern part of the second floor was haunted by a ghostly bard who inspired Ravon, who has taken point several times. Also in that room, an animated marionette doll riding a unicycle, stabbing away with a silver needle that did not quite manage to suck out anyone's soul, but not for lack of trying. The group then went to the third floor, the top of the staircase, where they encountered an animated armor statue who could not grapple anybody for the life of you, but was, I would say, somewhat obvious that it would be a 3-story fall had that occurred. Finally, as Ravon continued to search, the final room the group found itself in was a bedroom with a balcony and a crib with a black bundle inside, for which Ravon prayed relief from the Raven Queen, in which none was granted. And dejected, Ravon went from that room, and that's where we will pick it up. Ravon, you exit the room with the cradle, which is also called a nursery, getting the sense that your prayer for relief has not been answered.
I come out of the room, closing the door behind me, just saddened by the fact that there's no relief, especially given the fact that the spirit is definitely of a child in there specifically. Yeah, it's a little heartbreaking. And I would come out saying there's little hope here. There's hardly anything to do. These poor damned souls. And then he just doesn't even finish any complete thoughts.
As Ravon comes out, just so the group knows, there are doors here, here, and there is a double set of doors here. And there was a ghostly encounter in the room that trailed here and then vanished.
Well, I'm sure we'll all feel better if we can find some stuff to kill here.
Yes.
Like permanently kill, not like what's already here.
I was gonna say these poor things are already dead.
How would you like to
Great.
explore?
Gris wants the house to know that if he dies and is stuck here for all eternity, the house is really gonna regret that. Because I will be stuck here for all eternity.
Roll an intimidation check against the house.
Oh, fuck yeah. This is
I
how
wanna
we're
see-
starting off tonight. Come on,
Can I give
guys.
him the
Come on,
help
guys.
action?
You shitting me.
You do not feel the house quaking in its boots.
Fear the goblin.
I go
does
pee.
anybody
Then I go
remember?
pee in the corner.
There you go.
Everybody watches Gris threatens the house and pees in the corner. Gris, make a dexterity saving throw real quick.
Oh no.
As I'm doing it, I say,
And the wallpaper shit.
Gris,
Take your paper
you're
with you.
you're hit by splashback. Just so you're aware.
my
You piss on the corner and it all just kind of splashes back against your leg.
Dude, haven't you ever pissed in the corner before? Jesus.
You should do what I do. You just carry your paper with you.
Like you've never like you've never had splashback at the urinals.
I'm telling you, man. You're just gonna be a little bit taller. You just put the paper down, throw it away later. It's sanitary. Birds are absolutely sanitary.
And I think I'm gonna like kick this door in, and like with finger guns, just like blasting Eldritch blasts off, like ha, motherfuckers.
Gris
So
is back in town.
It's a great idea.
so
Do it.
you kick this door in.
Yes.
Okay. So inside, you see that it's very obviously a closet, and you start blasting. There's a broom on the back wall. The shelves are all stocked with various products. For the hell of it, make an attack roll at disadvantage because you're just blasting.
Where's the disadvantage thing at? It's not coming up.
If it doesn't come up properly in D&D Beyond, just roll it twice. We'll take the lesser.
My dumb self did attack and hit. All right, so an 8.
Okay. Roll a perception check real quick.
Perception. What was that? Man, it's like no good dice rolls. What in the fuck?
So, you start blasting into the wall, and if I remember correctly, your Eldritch Blast is a spectral
chain.
chain that blasts against the wall. this in the same as the encounter with the animated armor, you blast some paneling off the back wall, and you see a broom what appears to fall forward. What you don't see is you don't quite see it animate when it's pointed straight down and launches itself at you.
Shit.
Can you tell me if an 11 hits?
An 11 does not hit.
Okay, everybody roll initiative as the broom comes to life.
Yes. Let's fight a broom, guys. Are you kidding me? A 7? Man.
Oh, poor Chris. Poor Astra.
Poor Astra. Why is there a 0?
Because my initiative is a negative for some reason.
Oh, your dex is probably negative.
Dex is super low.
Yeah, paladins aren't very quick. And Chris, what did you get?
I got a 7, I believe. Where's the...
Yeah, it's a 7.
Yeah, 7.
Yay. That's better than mine.
I will.
One good roll.
Without revealing the initiative order yet, 0 is the lowest. All right, so to start things off, Ravon, you have a pretty good vantage point of he blasts into the closet and the closet blasts back. You kick it off.
There's a lot of blasting going on, so I'm gonna need it to make a dex save. I'm casting Sacred Flame on it. I need a dex 13 save.
It rolls a 12.
All right, it's gonna take 4 radiant damage.
All right, the broom handle
4.
flickers with the fire.
Yeah, and that'll be my turn. Just a small Sacred Flame.
All right, Eilidh, everybody is attacking furniture.
Seems right.
This is a job.
Oh, that's right. I don't have spells. I'm level 1.
Damn 2014 rolls.
I was like, oh, what the
Come
hell?
at me, peasants.
All right. I'm gonna attack it with my talons. That's the one I need to hit. Okay. Total of 24. All right, 3 damage. Big numbers. Big numbers, guys.
You scratch at the broom. It almost looks like you're trying to use the broom.
I'll sweep the floor with you.
Eilidh, anything else?
No, that's pretty much it.
Gris, you go before the broom.
Yeah.
7 did it.
I am gonna I'm gonna hack at it with my cleaver. Does an 11 hit?
11 does not hit.
You gotta be shitting me.
It hits
All
into
right,
the door.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to back away from the thingy. My what's it called? The
Nimble escape.
oh, yeah, that's what it was.
Okay. You duck away from this thing after chipping into the door.
I'm like, fuck you, ghost broom.
All right. Do you end your turn?
That's my turn. That's my turn.
Okay. The broom flies out, twists around almost like a fishtail maneuver, raises its head, and tries to hit you.
Let's see if he hits.
Does a nat 20 hit?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he just trying to sweep the float, man. You in the way.
There's so much
I think
dust.
Does max damage hit?
All right. Well, I'm at 1.
So it comes out of the closet, fishtails, and one maneuver comes up, sweeps down, and hits you square on the head.
My knees, and I'm concussed. I'm fucked.
Bro, you getting fucked up by some furniture, bro.
That is for sure.
Astra, would you like to take a turn?
Sure. I would ask Gris how much health does he have?
On a scale of 1 to 10, a 1.
So on my turn, can I lay hands of healing on him?
That's much better than laying hands of harm. He could not handle the hands of harm.
This was your chance.
Oh no, you've been betrayed.
Yep, so the way your feature works, you have 5 health points for every paladin level, so you can give him up to 5.
Okay. So if I give him... So how do I mark that on the sheet?
Should be something like under features and traits that'll show lay on hands, and then it'll underneath should have little boxes for you to check off.
Correct.
And so do I check off 5 of them?
If you're giving him all 5, yes.
Yeah, I'll give him all 5 since he's at 1.
Thank you.
Gris, you feel this big whop in front of you. Choice of words. And you feel a secure hand on your back, and you feel the energy come back into you.
Oh, I hate this place so much.
Okay, so lay on hands is an
Thank you.
action.
Thank you so much.
I don't know if you have any bonus actions that you can take currently. You do have movement if you would like to use it.
I have a 2-weapon fighting bonus action, but I don't think I have...
If you had 2 weapons with the light property, you could make an attack with your main hand and one with your offhand. Right now, you just have a great sword, which does not qualify for that.
Okay, so no, I'm done. That was my turn.
Okay, Ravon, it swings back to you. The broom has just clobbered your goblin friend in the face.
Clobbering on the goblin. Yeah, next time just let him die. It's actually better if you let him die. And with that, I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw, or I'm sorry, another Dexterity saving throw from this broom, as I throw out another Sacred Flame for the same damage.
12.
And that's the same check. It takes the 4 damage. Radiant.
The radiant energy crackles through the broom. The bristles light up for a second. Some of them sear away.
As some of them sear away, Raven just says, "We have no time for your nonsense, broom. Get back to sweeping the house."
As you say that, Eilidh, would you like to try to use the broom again?
So no, I'm gonna try and snap it in half with the battle axe. The talons didn't seem to do it for me. How about a 14?
You come close to landing a blow right on the center, but at the last minute it just kind of slides away, and you hit nothing but air.
That's awesome.
Okay. Gris, would you like to try to get your vengeance?
Yes, I am gonna hit at this thing again, or attempt to at least. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
All right. What's this thing's size? Is it considered small or medium?
I would imagine it's not medium. I think rooms are pretty small.
All right, 6 damage.
Which is actually just enough. What does it look like when you crack this thing in half?
I hope that it like kind of starts pointing upwards towards me, like the tip of it, and I split it right down the middle long ways.
Okay, it splits down the middle. You can see the grains as it just cracks and falls to the floor lifeless.
And I'm just gonna start hacking and hacking and hacking and hacking until it's just splinters. And then hope that those little splinters don't start animating and turn into other brooms.
Is that...
We don't need a Fantastasia going on here.
The broom...
And we're like, what the shit was that?
The broom is gone. You guys are out of initiative order. How would you like to proceed?
I plop on the floor, exhausted, and
Say, guys, can we just take a minute? I need a short break. I'm tired and I'm woozy and walking hurts.
Again, you know, I can appreciate stopping to take a rest, but let's not make every room a lounge.
Wait, did we actually?
Yeah, I don't think we took that rest last time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We didn't. Okay. Well, I still stand by what I said.
Eilidh, if you approach that area of the map, there's a double set of doors in front of you. They look pretty impressive, and there is a less impressive door behind you.
Okay. Are we waiting? Are we hanging out here for an hour?
Up to the rest of the party.
Well, I mean,
Warlock's
Gris
always
is
got a
only
bed.
at 6.
Yes.
You know, we can go ahead and take that rest. I hear the Raven Queen calling me to try one more time to cleanse that room.
Okay. I'm not gonna do anything until the rest is over.
Do you guys
You
take...
know what happens when we take our rest.
When have I ever disturbed a rest? Right?
Totally just trust the DM with that.
Do you guys take any precaution, just so I know, in case anything were to happen?
Yes, I'm gonna stand guard. I guess kind of in this area, so I can watch around the corner and the stairs and this door down here in the south.
Okay, Eilidh, roll a perception check real quick.
Oh, don't make me roll stuff.
How dare we roll dice in D&D?
I know.
Audacity.
I just want to do.
If you remember correctly, when you were on the second level, it sounded like something had entered the first level.
Mm-hmm.
You hear what sounds like footsteps coming from the second level. It's certainly boards creaking.
Guys, I really think there's something following us through the house.
Probably the old master.
I want to bundle up, like grab all those little like wooden pieces and put them in a bag, and like now when we start walking, I'm gonna like walking through the house, I'm gonna start sprinkling behind us. So like if anyone's following us, we can hear crunching maybe. So, as long as they're not floating or something.
The broom is sufficiently unanimated now.
Okay.
Yeah, and grab like all the little twigs that I hacked up and just like put them in just like a little bag and just start sprinkling it on the ground around us.
Now, when you say sprinkle, do you sprinkle like a flower girl or?
I throw them above. I throw them above my head, just like back behind me, above my head.
Yes.
If anyone stands behind me, they're gonna get a face full of wood splinters.
Are you throwing them over the left shoulder or the right shoulder?
The left shoulder.
This is D&D, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
Welcome
right.
to the table.
Nothing bad could happen from making a room full of splinters.
Nope.
No.
Caltrops
God,
are
we
not a
got
thing.
two paladins that are immune to disease, so at least, no diseases, no infections from any splinters on their end.
I don't know if paladins are immune to disease at level 1 or not.
They are.
Okay, the hour passes uneventful. There are noises that come up from where you were every so often. Unless somebody wants to go investigate it, the hour went uneventful.
Much better.
Wait, what about the room?
The room covered in splinters?
No, the one with the bassinet.
What would you like to do in that room? The black
I would
bundle is
want to
still
try
behind the
once
veil.
more to cleanse the room.
Okay, describe for me that process. And you go in alone without telling anybody?
Yeah, while they're taking their rests, I'm gonna try and do this again. So once again, like I'll pull out my multiple items, like my what do you call it? I'll light some incense and put them in the censer and like kind of walk around with the incense. Sprinkle some holy water around the bassinet area. Say some prayers, and basically just beseech my patron, try to put this particular room at rest, whatever spirit is in it.
Make a religion check.
Well,
You don't feel any particular change through this. Even in a magical world, some rituals might be more for the living than for the spirits of those past. That being said, same question as last week. Do you do anything with the bundle?
I think this time I would go ahead and try to handle the bundle or the swaddle, whatever it's called. Yeah, I would try to take it up. I would be being very respectful, of course, but yes, I would be handling it with care. Maybe pick it up, fold it.
Make a sleight of hand check if you would.
Figure, hey, let's Let's not be insane and do the same thing and expect different results. That's gonna be a solid roll. 19.
So you very gently take this bundle into your hand, and it is very obvious that these are bones from an infant.
Oh no. Bones are rattling.
As you do that, you notice a presence behind you. You being the first one to walk into this room, you see it emerge from this wall, and it sees that you have disturbed the bones of the infant, and with a very loud shriek, its visage turns from that of a ghostly woman into a bright specter whose hair goes backwards, lashes out, and she is looking you down with the look of undeath. Let's roll initiative, and let's say everybody benefited from the short rest. So take the short rest first, and then roll initiative.
I would try,
All right, I'll
if it's
take
possible, I would try to, convince her, hey, I only mean to help.
On your turn, you can use your action to try to convince her. I 100% think that's a good idea.
You try to say fuck you to us at every turn, and I can appreciate it.
I'm here for it.
And who do I not have? Gris, you have 10.
10.
Ravon, your 16 is enough to go first. This hideous creature is staring at you, and it's very obvious she is looking at the bundle that you have disturbed.
I will, with the same reverence and respect, I will place the bundle of baby bones back in the crib, and I will try to convince this spirit that our intentions here are purely for the greater good. We only mean to help. I only mean to help.
Roll a persuasion check. Make it. I was gonna say disadvantage, but you set down the bundle, so just make it a straight roll.
Okay. Wait, what was that? Yeah, it is perception. I'm sorry. Persuasion. Ooh.
Perception it is. You see that she is not convinced.
Well, shit. Well, shit. There goes my turn.
Do you have any bonus actions or anything that could possibly help?
Nope. No bonus actions like that. So I'll just be like, go. We got a spirit.
The spirit lifts her hand, and she walks towards you.
She gonna big slap me.
Does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I need you to take these dice. Take 12 points of necrotic damage. You have necrotic resistance, correct? Your Shatter Kai.
I do.
Okay, so you're going to take 6 points, and I need you to roll a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
DC 10.
And for the love of God, don't fail it.
Nope, that's a 15.
As she touches you, even though you feel resistant, you can feel her energy pulling yours out. You manage to fend off her sucking the literal life out of you. But her touch is deadly.
Ugh.
Get off me, thanks, Sony.
Astra, it switches to you. You have perfect line of sight to what's going on.
I'm going to make my way
Downtown.
to.
Oh,
Down.
fast.
I'm gonna make my way to Ravon and use my great sword to attack.
Okay, roll an attack. I'm assuming we're attacking the Spectre and not Ravon.
Right, the Spectre. Sorry.
You might want revenge for the bundle. I mean, it's not too crazy. Go ahead and make an attack roll. You swing. Because of its incorporeal nature, you can't manage to hit. 10 misses.
Man, I was trying to help Ravon out.
It doesn't seem to
Ravon
be
made
paying
his
you.
choice.
Ravon made a choice. It doesn't
so
seem to be
Ravon.
paying. It's not paying you any attention though right now. Gris, do me a favor. Make a dexterity save just for fun.
Yeah, right. A nat 1.
It doesn't hurt you, but you run a splinter from the broom into your foot.
You know, I don't even make a reaction to it. I'm just like, you know what? That fucking tracks.
Okay, what would you like to do?
I look at Raven. I'm like, what did you do?
I
We're just
tried doing
resting.
my job. I was
Waking
just
shit
doing my
up.
job. You can't get mad at me. Can't get mad at me for enacting my nature.
That's what you think. I'm fucking mad. And then I'm gonna launch an Eldritch Blast at it. Does a dirty 20 hit?
The filthy 20 smacks it.
When that 20 hits, I say, well, it looks like you're learning to cope.
A 9 takes 9 damage.
Okay, so your chain of Eldritch Blast whips out and hits this thing.
Yep. And then I'm gonna back up over here by Ellie or Ella. How do you say it again? Eilidh. There we go. Eilidh. Eilidh. I got it.
I'm just happy I'm not the only one that mispronounces everybody's names.
Yeah. And I'm like, you guys have fun with that. I'm gonna be back here. We're just gonna hang out and chill. And that's my turn.
Eilidh, Gris backs up to you. He lands a considerable hit on the Spectre, though.
Okay. I'm gonna roll up here with Astra. And I'll kind of flutter above her because I have wings and why not? And I'm gonna take a swipe at it. Gosh, I just think this is not gonna work. I'm gonna take a swipe with the battle axe. Oh look, it won't work for a whole nother reason.
So your axe takes the exact same path through the air as Astra's sword, and you each end up cutting the same nothing.
Bummer.
The Did the chunks out of the wall match? Like we hit the exact same spot?
Exact same spot. It's like battle twinsies.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. The important thing is that she and I are in sync, so that's what matters most.
I'm back here like singing a tune to myself, going, "Sisters, sisters." Anyone watch that when they were younger?
Gris,
No,
is,
somebody did.
Yeah.
Gris, as you do that, you see the dead animated armor head it starts to bob with you.
Now I noticed it, and then I switch, and I start going,
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
and start trying to bob my head in sync with it. Now.
Its head. What would that be? What's timing? Make a wisdom check real quick.
Wisdom check. Wisdom. Oh, a 17, like a great actual like ability check. Great. 17.
When it doesn't matter, you're solid, bro.
That's right.
You and this armor line up late night at the Roxbury, and you guys are just like the heads go back and forth same time. It's a production.
I look at the head and I said,
If I die here, we're putting on you and I are putting on a show.
House party.
It looks at you and nods.
Join us, Gris. We all float down here.
"Man, y'all are right. Tobin would have thrived in this campaign. He actually would have."
Raven, Gris is having fun. You are in peril.
Yeah. I don't like not having a lot of health. You know what? We're gonna see if Oh, I don't hit.
8 does not
I
hit.
don't hit at all. So I think I'll go ahead and use my bonus action to teleport right over here.
Okay, like it's some version of Misty stuff, right? A Shadow Kai feature, shadow stuff.
Yeah, they get Blessing of the Raven Queen. Shadarkai it's a racial trait. They can teleport 30 feet. And then later on at level 3, when they teleport for the next round, they actually have resistance to all damage.
Okay, so you poof out of one spot and come into another. I'm assuming that's it for your turn?
And you notice me singing, and me in this like helmet, just not like me in the armor, just nodding along.
Oh, it's been a while since I've been to a house party.
So
I look at you and I say, "That's not surprising."
as you two have your house party, the specter turns its attention. It's still looking at you, Raven.
But
And
I left the baby bones in there.
Eilidh and Astra, I'm going to give you each an attack of opportunity against this thing. So I'm assuming you're going to want to take it.
It's true.
It takes a step towards you and through you. So, Eilidh, go ahead and roll your opportunity attack first. 22 hits. Okay, and your battle axe isn't magical in any sense, right?
No.
Astra, would you like to take an opportunity attack?
Of course.
Go ahead and swing your greatsword against this.
Nice.
Nat 20. Go ahead and roll crit damage against it, and I'm assuming that your sword isn't magical either.
Mm-mm. Do I have to right click on the damage, or does it just do it?
No, you'll have to right click and tell it to roll crit damage.
When that roll came through, I think I heard the butt lift out of the seat.
Ha-ha!
Wow. Okay.
Nice. Very nice.
Okay,
Too
so
bad it's all gonna get cut in half.
Did you win?
you land a hell of a hit.
Good job, babe.
Its form flickers and almost fades, but it doesn't. And you can feel it pass through both of you. It appears on the other side, and Ravon, it takes a step towards you and reaches both hands out towards you again.
No. I love the baby bones.
But you disturbed the baby bones. So 19 hits, as we've established.
Yeah. Got it. Is this how it ends?
So 10 points of damage, which you cut in half.
I'm down.
And before you go down, please make a DC 10 con saving throw.
Nope. That's a 5.
I need you to reduce your hit point maximum by 5 points,
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
as it literally drains the life out of you. So there is an image of its hand touching you. Its fingers seep into you. Little roots come out of the fingertips. And as it pulls back, those roots stick for a second and then snap into her, carrying your life essence. And with that, you fall onto the floor. Astra, you hear a big thud behind you. You've landed a massive hit against this thing, but it wasn't enough to kill it, and you could feel its presence move through you towards Ravon. You snap around and you see it withdrawing its fingers from your downed friend. What do you do?
Can I take another swing at it?
Absolutely, with gusto.
Yes, with gusto. Ooh, nope.
13 is enough to hit this thing.
Okay. And what do I roll with?
You're just gonna roll regular damage. So just click the button. It'll roll straight damage.
Dang.
Dang.
With that, your previous hit almost made its form vanish and fade. This one is essence curls around your blade and wisps out into nothingness as you cleave steadily through it. Ravon is still down, so we're going to stay in initiative order here for a minute. Okay, that does it for Astra's turn. Gris, Ravon is down. What do you do?
Holy shit, that was fucked up. You got killed by a ghost.
I start shaking him, or I try to help him. Actually, do I? I don't think I have.
Do you have anything to heal him?
Let's see. I 1 second. Yeah, I don't really have anything.
Roll a medicine check to see if you can stabilize him if you don't have anything that can heal him.
All right. 15.
That is enough to stabilize him. Ravon, you are stable but unconscious. You are no longer in fear of death, so we can drop out of initiative order. Gris provides enough first aid to stabilize Ravon, although the paladins can clearly see that he is not in a good spot.
Okay.
Ladies, he might need that helping hand thingy.
Yep. I'm gonna go over, put my hand on his chest, and I will do 5 points from lay on hands.
Ravon, you recover 5 points, so you still would have been at 0. Yep, and then you get back 5. You snap back into life, but you can feel your body is not the same as it was prior to this encounter. You feel older and more feebled.
Hey there, big guy. Are you okay?
More so than I already do. Gotcha.
Wait, do elves like actually like get old like feeble, or do they just like
with
die
the
one
Dark
day?
High, the way the Dark High are written, they when they're not in the Shadow Realm, basically, when they're not in the Shadowfell, they look normal, relatively speaking. Like they look youthful and vigorous, no matter what their age. When they're in the Shadowfell, they just look very decrepit, dying, old, staggy, bony.
Gotcha.
They don't look good in the Shadowfell. Even if they're relatively young, the outer appearances of that.
All right, like they look like desiccated, kind of, in the Shadowfell.
Yes. Desiccated is
Yeah.
another good word for it.
All right, cool.
You feel even worse than that.
I look around, kind of like holding my head, like what happened?
That's
I just
Spectre.
remember. Say again.
The Spectre almost gutted you.
Mm-hmm.
That cracks. I just tried to cleanse that room over there with the bassinet in it, and I just remember picking up the swaddle, and next thing, that felled creature at me. Even after I placed them back, it was relentless. Did I go down?
Yeah.
You went down hard, buddy.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Yeah. It seems like my compulsion is still evident. Hey, tell those ghosts to stop laughing at me.
I don't want to be that guy, but I don't think the gods can hear us here.
No, most gods would not even their perception wouldn't even glance over this realm. It's forsaken.
Ravon, with your knowledge, you would know that Barovia, where you know you are, is almost like a nook in the Shadowfell. It's very much Shadowfell adjacent, if not the Shadowfell itself.
It's like a pocket within the Shadowfell. Domains of dread.
Yes.
That's where they lie. But yeah, I'll say, most gods' perception wouldn't even peer over this land, as forsaken as it is. And yet I serve the one who this entire realm belongs to. So
Right.
Lucky that, right? Yeah. Ooh. Clearly being a little resentful of the fact that he just went down now.
Well, I'd still like to get out of here, so I say we keep moving.
Yes.
Can you
Tell your
walk?
boss.
I think I can walk, and he stands up and kind of dusts himself off his meager 5 HP. By the
I can't
way,
wait
is
for
my
level
max
2.
HP still down?
It is, yes.
Oh shit, dude, I can't take another hit, bro. When I stand, you hear both of my knees pop, and my ankles snap, and my back just crackles.
Shoulder just falls out of socket.
Say what?
Shoulder just falls out of its socket.
Yeah, the shoulder just drops and falls out of the socket. Like, oh, well,
pull-
that's not normal. Pop it back in. I basically just
Out of-
give a bunch of reasons that are insinuating that, yeah, my max HP is 6 right now.
Jesus. I hand you a look.
I got 5 out of 6 HP.
I hand you a little bottle, and written on it, it says "Ensure," and I say, "Drink this."
Sure. Good love.
Yes. Well, let's try to get the hell out of here.
Feedback.
I want to see if this door to the south, the smaller room, is locked.
It is not. If you try the door handle, it opens easily.
I'm gonna poke my head in that room.
You poke your head in, you see a bathtub, a small stove with a kettle on it, a wash basin. This room is obviously a bathroom.
Hey, look, a free toilet. No coins needed.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I don't have to go right now. I went earlier.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're probably smelling something coming from me. Muscles relax, okay? It's not my fault.
Oh, can I see? Did we figure out how to do that?
What?
Most people use their eyes. I'm assuming that you guys are using some kind of torch or some kind of light, or have taken
That's
some
right.
kind of
That's
light
right.
at this
I
point.
got a torch. I remember now. Okay. I remember.
And the
I did
rest of us have dark vision. Yeah.
But if you need more light on your torch, I gotcha.
I'm like, speaking of dark vision, I'm like looking at the wallpaper, and I'm like,
Oh, what an awful day to have eyes.
Okay,
Okay,
Eilidh.
I'm gonna try the doors to the north then, unless anybody has an objection.
Nope, go for it.
No. What else could be in there?
What could go wrong?
Right?
that fucking tiger skin rug's gonna come alive and eat us.
You guys are too paranoid.
I'm not paranoid. I sacrificed half my life force for this group already. Let someone else take point. I can't take it no more.
Eilidh, as you open
I was gonna say, I'll accompany her.
Okay, then you guys each see this. You guys each see a man of obvious nobility standing by the window looking out. And you hear a conversation. And you see... If you know what a dusk elf is, you see a dusk elf talking to him from the door. And the dusk elf says, "Our Lord Strahd has ordered you to stop the madness. His guests are his guests, and he will not have you interfering. If you do it one more time, you will all end up damned and dead in this house and face the wrath of our master." You have been warned. And the diplomat, unlike the other visions except the specter, looks both at Eilidh and Gris and then fades away in the same manner as the other members of the house.
I'm gonna look at Gris. Did that one see us?
I think that just happened.
Can I tell if they were actually like you said they were the same as like all the other specters we've seen throughout the house?
Make an insight check.
Like, so I want to tell if they're actually real and stuff, and 14.
With the 14, you can certainly get that it's a memory of the house in much the same way as the other ones. You can detect something odd by that one at least looking towards you, which none of the other ones that you've encountered have acknowledged you, with the exception of the specter that you just faced.
Okay. But like, as they both seem like the same kind of like specter, like both faded out the same way, like
the disappearance was similar to your experience in the dining room.
All right.
Okay.
Except, my knees are intact.
Right.
This time, yes.
To where the guy was standing and just kind of look around, particularly where he was standing, but around the room in general also. See if there's anything out of place or.
Make a perception check, and if you want to physically ruffle through things, make an investigation check. If you want to look around, make a perception check.
I'll do an investigation check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do investigation also.
14.
Okay. With both of those, you pretty much get the same sense of the room. Something to note about the tiger skin rug, it's a little bit rotting. It's probably had better days. This room and this entire floor is more dusty than the rest of the house has been. There's a tablecloth on the table in the corner. There's a doorway that looks like it leads out. There's jewelry boxes. This was obviously the master bedroom. The bed reflects that in its grandeur, as do the doors. You don't find anything else of note. There are a couple mirrors in the room. Some of the jewels you see are probably worth money.
Let's take some jewels.
I will not.
Actually, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that's a good idea. I reach for like a jewel and I look over at Eilidh and I'm like, I see that she's not, and I'm like, okay, and just kind of like slowly creep my hand back into my pocket.
Gris, you see a door here, and the dumbwaiter here.
And the dumbwaiter there. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the tiger skin rug and I'm gonna like shove it down the dumbwaiter, and get it out of this fucking room.
Okay. No roll needed.
And then I'm gonna look in this little room to the south of me.
All right. You open it. You see that it's just a little closet wardrobe, and you have a flashback to a broom beating you in the head.
I shut the door. And then say, nothing noted in here. Nothing in here.
Well, should we try the other door?
Might as well.
Skirt around the table, and I'm going to check and see if this one is locked.
It is not locked. It opens easily.
Alright, I'll push it open and get nowhere.
It leads out to a balcony. What strikes you right away is that silhouetted against the dark forest that stretches out in front of you is tall spires of a castle, one that shoots far higher than anything else. As you look, a flash of lightning backlights it, and you can see a flock of bats swooping down in the distance, almost as if you waited long enough, they would arrive at your position.
Does that feel particularly ominous to me?
If you're making an insight check. I think most things in this house have felt ominous so far.
Right. Does this feel any more ominous than the rest of them?
It doesn't. The bats don't give you the sense of immediate danger. The spires of the castle do have a sense of overarching danger in the distance, but not immediate.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna come back inside. Well, if we can figure out how to leave the house, I don't think we should go to the castle. That place creeps me the fuck out. But
You
I
hear
don't know where
Ravon
else to
just
go.
kind of limping from the other room and say, "Watch that castle be where we have to go anyway." That's how it usually goes in these domains.
Yeah, I'm not so much worried about just getting out of this house. That's more the immediate problem. How the fuck are we getting out of this whole land?
We will not until we do what we need to do, or we will never hear.
Well, we've killed everything we've come across. I don't know what else to do.
With your previous insight check of 15, you probably had a pretty good vantage point. Certainly Ravon did. For that ghost that became a specter kind of disappeared in and out of a certain wall at various points.
Oh, the specter from the baby's room?
Yes.
Oh.
Hey, Eilidh. We should check back over in this other room.
Yeah, I don't think you should go anywhere alone right now.
No, please hold my hand while we go over there. Yeah, I think you're right.
She's gonna walk up and just put a wing around you. Astra, do you want to come for some extra muscle?
Sure.
This wing is very soft. Have you ever thought of selling your feathers and making a pillow out of it?
She pulls her wing back, pulls out the dagger. Do you really want to do this right here?
Hey, I'm not that person to take your feathers from you without consent. I was just making it a comment about how comfortable your wings are. They're very comforting.
She just pulls the wing back.
Oh. Yeah, that tracks.
Perfect day, right?
Oh no, like he's totally like he never knew how to socialize. And he's just like that awkward guy that doesn't know what to say or how to say it.
It's okay. Ailey's not great with people.
She tried. He failed.
All right. I think we need to go back and check out the Spectre's room.
Yeah.
It's where the biggest things happened.
Oh yay, let's go back.
Right.
Anybody that wants to search the room, please make an investigation check.
Yes, please.
I'm going to do myself guidance because never mind.
I don't think anybody needs guidance.
Yeah.
Don't come.
All right.
Shit, man.
Man.
Astra might, but I think you guys can guide her with what you got. This wall here is a fake wall that has you find a trigger mechanism that will allow it to swing out.
I'll tell people to like stand back as the wall gets opened outward, whichever direction that is, left or right.
It's really just a small pop of a latch, and then you have to do it the rest of the way. It goes into the room, but it reveals a set of stairs that go up.
I'm gonna pull Ravon back with my wing again, and I'm gonna go in first. I'll poke my head around the door.
Well, by all means, ladies first, of course.
So do I just see stairs? Does the wood paneling like continue, or is it like a servant's steps?
It's not fancy. It's obviously meant to be hidden. It's not as ornate as the rest of the house, so it's not fancy wood paneling. It's just almost base stucco type material.
Okay. All right, up I go with my torch.
Okay, and
I'll follow behind her.
I'm coming. Wait for me.
anybody that wants to go, the stairs lead up and they go around a corner. At the top of the stairs is a simple wooden door.
Okay, I'm gonna look back at Gris and say, "Are you ready?"
As you look back, you see me carving into a wall with like just something that says, "This stairwell is named Up Your Butt." So now when someone has to say go up there, you have to say go up your butt and around the corner.
Good enough.
Yep,
You look
I'm ready now.
Let's go.
Chris is ready. Chris is ready now.
This must be the murder rooms where you put all the murder victims. Oh, got it.
So the stairs go up.
Oh, got it.
This is a plain, dusty room. The boards underneath your feet are less ornate than the previous floors. There are 4 doors that you see. You see one here, 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 and here.
I'm gonna go down to the bottom one first, and I want to very like subtly check the door and open it.
Are you checking the door for traps?
You know what? Yes, I will.
This the way you said that. Make an investigation roll.
Oh, nat 20.
Yay.
It is not trapped. You tap it, you feel around for anything that might pop at you or stab at you. There's nothing. The door handle flicks open and the door goes slightly inside.
All right. Then I'll open it all the way. That's what she said.
You open the door. It is another bedroom. You see the ghost that you recognize right away as the previous specter, except this one doesn't acknowledge you in any way. This room feels heavy. She's looking out a window. She's holding a bundle that you would recognize in her arms, cradling it. And you can feel her mourning, and you can also feel a lack of agency inside the room. Make a wisdom saving throw real quick.
Wisdom saving throw. A 7.
You don't get hurt, but your friends behind you suddenly see you burst into tears as the ghost fades into oblivion. And after a moment of just uncontrollable crying and sobbing on your knees, you regain your senses.
It's so sad. This is so sad. And then I tell everyone, guys, the ghost that killed Raven, she was here, but she was holding her baby, and it was just the saddest thing ever.
Can I check to see like any of that? Like you said, like the room felt heavy. Does the room feel heavy after she disappeared?
Make an insight check.
Insight.
I would say this whole house feels heavy at most times.
Comparatively.
With an 11, you do get the general sense of the house. You do also get a sense that each of the incidents that you have viewed have their own unique flavor. And for some people in life, there is a weight that follows them that no choice allows them to escape, and that attempting to escape through any means makes it worse. So this room has a heavier feel emotionally than the others. Almost like you're experiencing a grieving mother that neither wanted to be grieving nor in the spot in life she found herself in.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, guys, room of infinite sadness over here.
And then I'm gonna go in and I'm going to check out the room.
Make an investigation check.
Investigation. 12.
The room's messy. There's a stove. One thing that you see a baby's doll sitting here. It catches your eye. It, at least as of yet, does not animate.
I want to roll an Arcana check on it.
There's nothing else spectacular in the room. Roll an Arcana check.
15.
It seems like nothing more than a child's play toy.
I just want to like look at it, acknowledge it, and then like just kind of like speak to like,
if anyone's listening, I'm sorry about your baby. We wish we could do more for him.
Roll a persuasion check.
14.
14's good enough. You hear the name Walter almost as if it's whispered into your ear. And you know that's the name of the dead child.
I just like say sorry, Walter, and then as I walk out the room. And then I'm done in there.
Are there any like papers or books or anything on like the nightstand or the table?
Did you roll an investigation check?
I can.
Go ahead and let's see if you find anything different.
I do not.
You don't find anything. This is almost certainly a servant's quarters, not a member of the house. From the visions, it's probably somebody held, I don't want to say fondly, by the house, but maybe of more importance than other servants.
Right. Servant important enough to have their own room. So. Okay. Well, that was odd.
That would be the word of the day.
Yeah. So, which door do we find horrors behind next?
Do we want to go to the top right? Is there one in the middle?
There are 3 doors. There
The
are here, here, and here.
Okay.
I vote for the middle one on the top right.
Sounds good to me.
This
Straight
one?
ahead. Yeah, that one.
Is it locked?
This is actually the first door that you've encountered in this house. It is locked.
No, I really want behind it.
Mm-hmm.
How would you like to get there?
Can I great sword it?
Yeah, make an attack roll.
That is the greatest thing ever. Thank you. How do you
I
want to
love
open the unlocked door? I want to great sword it.
Great sword. You should have played a barbarian for this.
Eight's not the best roll, but for flavor, let's say it chunks in, and the wood splits. Roll damage. It's not gonna have a lot of health.
Hey.
You knock out the top panel of the door. You get a clear view into the room. As you look in, a prominent feature is that there are 2 sets of bones in the middle of the room. They are small, possibly belonging to children. There are 2 beds. There are some toys in the room. You see a dollhouse here and various other items.
What the hell happened here?
If you want to examine the bones, if you go in, you can make a medicine check.
To make a medicine check.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll crawl over the splintered wood.
I'll offer y'all guidance if y'all want.
That'd be awesome. That's advantage, right?
It's a
No, D4.
It's a D4. Okay. I always forget how guidance works. All right. So you said a medicine check?
yes, if you want to figure out potentially what killed them. The bones look like they've been here quite some time.
What the heck?
It's so Astra, you can't get anything from that. The bones have been here for a while. It's hard to determine cause of death from bones alone. Eilidh with a 15. You notice marks.
I have a D4 rolled.
Oh.
It's taking a second. Sorry. Okay, so it's 17.
17 even better. If you examine the bones and you have just a little bit of knowledge with it, you can see marks of stunted growth that are probably caused by something like hunger. Hunger might not have been what killed them, it might have been what killed them, but these children certainly had issues with malnourishment. But as you examine the bones, you see 2 ghosts appear above the bones. The boy ghost, who is small, certainly a younger child, a preteen, stand behind the girl. The girl looks at you and says, Hello. Have you come to play with us?
Oh, this isn't gonna be freaky.
I'm gonna look at Astra for a second. What? Ailey's so awkward. What kind of games do you play in here?
Well, it's been a long time since anybody's been here to play with us. We have a dollhouse. We like our dolls. My brother Thorn, he has his teddy bear, and you notice that the younger child is clutching a passable teddy bear to his chest. The girl looks at you and says, "My name's Rose." I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Rose and Thorn, I get it.
Let's see.
You look funny. Are you a bird?
Sort of, yeah.
Could you fly us away from here?
I would try, but every time I've tried to leave the house, I end up back here.
Oh, there's a monster in the house. That's our parents put us in this room to keep us safe from the monster. They locked the door, but they never came back. We got so hungry. It was awful. I told Thorn that they would come and get us when it was safe, but they never did. Astra and Eilidh, roll wisdom saving throws, please.
This is sad.
Thanks.
So a 22 and a 12, right? So you feel their hunger. You feel the hunger that they felt for days as they slowly passed away. With that, you look at the door and you notice little fingernail marks scratching at it.
Oh gosh.
You feel their hunger, but you're not overcome by it.
Well, how about I go kill the monster for you? Then we can all leave.
That would be fantastic. I can show you how to get down there. Mommy, Daddy said that they would go down there and never to go. One time, Thorn tried to follow, and we found the door.
Is it all the way downstairs? Like below the parlors?
It's down. There's a set of steps there that are right next to us. Here, I can show you on the dollhouse. And as you look, you see the dollhouse is... Anybody that looked outside of the house would see that it's a replica of the house, and that you have been in these rooms.
Not creepy at all.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Astra and Eilidh, roll a perception check when you look at the dollhouse.
God darn it. Well, there you go. This is why we do things together.
Astra, you notice a strange sight in the dollhouse. You notice that there are little characters on the floor. You see one is a big blue character who is holding a severed rabbit's foot as he stands over the body of what looks to be a rabbit person.
Oh my god, it's Grum and Tobin.
And you see a woman with horns who has their hand on the back of a winged creature who are setting those wings on fire.
Oh my god.
And
It's Nyx and Echo. Oh shit.
Ooh, fucking
Something.
Barovia, man.
and you shake your head like you can't be seeing it for a second, and those images are gone. You see Rose pointing to a place in the wall in the room next to you, and she says, the staircase is there. It spirals down. It's smelly, though. Can we come with you?
It's really not safe, but we can leave the door open.
But the house is scary. No one's left here.
You're not scared of the monster?
I'll be with you. You're brave. And Thorn will be brave with me.
I'm just gonna peek my head out the door. Guys, we have kids in here. And they want to come with us to kill the monster.
We just want to be safe with you.
I'm like, this I gotta
Raven
check out.
moves to like peek in the door and see what's going on.
Maybe
And yeah.
just be careful. They're very hungry.
Thorn continues to almost try to hide from all of you behind Rose, who has a long cloak on. Rose is much more personable, and she sees you two walk in, and she says, "You guys are here to help us, right?" Down
Help you with what exactly?
the monster. You're gonna kill the monster and save the house.
Describe this monster.
Well, I've never seen it. It's scary and big, and it makes noises. Mommy, Daddy
I'm
feed
going
it to try to
to-
keep it safe, to try to keep us safe, and it placated. So they feed it.
Oh. What kind of food do they take it?
I don't know. So guests come over and they have a party downstairs, and they come up and they say everything's safe.
Oh. Okay. That makes sense.
Mommy, Daddy kept us safe until they didn't.
I'm just gonna kind of look around and say, well, I think we have to kill the monster, right?
Yeah.
I come next to you and I whisper,
I think everything's the monster.
Eilidh will not disagree with that.
alright, well.
Let's go kill a monster.
Guys,
Let's go kill a monster. Woo-hoo.
Oh, before we go, real quick, I want to use my divine sense in this room.
Okay, and your divine sense detects the presence of fiends, undead, celestials, etc.
Yes.
The ghost, I would say, qualify as undead. They are certainly there, and they have been more interactive with you than anything else. It doesn't detect anything behind full cover, correct?
That is correct.
Then you do not notice anything else.
Okay. And just to be thorough, is there anything in here affected by the Hallow spell?
Not to your divine sense, no.
Okay. All right.
Shall we go kill the monster?
I'm gonna kind of scoot into everybody and just lower my voice. And these kids want to come with us. I don't.
They scoot in like they're a part of the huddle.
Aww.
I'd say let them come. Let them join us.
That's it.
If they
Eilidh
know
in.
the house, then by all means we could use the guides.
Yeah.
Okay.
She reaches up. Rose does. Does anybody take her hand?
I'll take her hand.
So you connect hands with her, and she's connected with Thorn, and as you make contact, they each fade away into an invisible plane. But
so much for
Like
that.
they're still there, kind of.
you hear them say as they become invisible, "We're here with you. We'll show you the way. Down below."
Thank you, Rose.
Thank you, and I gulp before I say it. Thorn.
Yes. Okay, so monster, right?
Yes, monster.
Okay.
When we walk out of this room, I ask Rose and Thorn, "What's up with these doors open?"
What's up with these doors over here?
You get no response.
Well, Rose.
Would you look in the dollhouse, Gris?
Yeah, I'll go look in the dollhouse.
Make a perception check real quick.
Goody. What am I gonna see in the dollhouse? Oh, nothing, because I rolled a 4.
You can't orient yourself properly.
As I'm like the closest one to it.
Forest for the tree.
I look at it and I'm like, I really want to throw you out the window.
Make a strength save.
I'm just gonna follow back and get away from the creepy dollhouse that apparently I can't look into.
You can look into it, just not well.
Okay.
This is the door that Rose indicated to you.
Okay.
I would like to check the other door before we leave.
Okay. It opens. There is a bunch of storage.
Cool.
Oh. What kind of storage? Like,
Roll an
what does
investigation.
it look like? All of these things are draped
Roll
over
an
furniture.
roll an
Is your
investigation check.
divine sense still up?
I think it only lasts for a round. I'm not sure.
Guidance, because why not?
Yeah, it's only 6 seconds.
I'm gonna roll an investigation. Investigation.
So a 7 and a 6.
This isn't hard. There's the stove that's in front of Eilidh. A lot of the draped figures are various pieces of furniture. Might be a mannequin, might be various other piles. There doesn't seem to be anything special about the room.
Where everything comes alive.
All right, kids. We're gonna go up the stairs now.
Okay. So, do you open this room?
Yes.
The room opens to an additional bedroom. There is yet another ghost that's sitting on the side of the bed. This one seems much more like the other memories of the house than Rose and Thorn. As the door opens, you feel a spectral energy radiate out amongst all of you, and you all feel the irresistible urge to sleep. No saving throw for this. As you sleep, You all suddenly open your eyes in what has to be a dream. That was when you were still Gris. You find yourself in a large circle of stones. You look out to either side. There are trees. There are dirt roads that lead up to it. And as you start looking out, you notice that there is a large horse parked by the stones. Its skin, its fur is black, except for its mane and the hair around its hooves, which are pure fire.
That's a nightmare.
Yes.
A pale figure with his boot on one of the stones looks back at you and says, "Welcome, guests. Welcome to Barovia. It's good to have you."
Hey,
I'm gonna glance around and whisper for Rose and Thorn.
They do not answer, and the figure with his foot up says, "Now, the house that you are in is an awful place. You have my apologies for other guests bringing you there. But now know that you are my guest in my land, which is now our land as well. It's good to have new pilgrims, new members. Come, look out with me." He motions you towards the edge of the circle.
Well, I got nothing better to go do.
Can we go with him?
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna keep like a good almost 10 feet from him.
He doesn't make any threatening gestures. He does point out towards the horizon and he says, "I would like to show you something. Over in the distance. I am from there." And he points over across the tree line to a land that's pretty clearly substantially different from the one you're in. And he says, "When I came to this land, I said goodbye to my home. And I've not been able to return since. And the good news for us, is that now you are with us too. And you are members, citizens of Barovia." Gris is the closest one. He points out towards the distance for you. And you can see your homeland, whatever that is. Feel free to describe it to us if you'd like.
My homeland?
Yes.
I'm actually pretty transient. He's actually pretty transient.
Then the place that you would consider home on your travels is where he's pointing out towards.
All right, let's say he points towards. I see Baldur's Gate, and I see, but most specifically, I can see like a tavern that I like to frequent. Like I can see it kind of just standing out amongst the other buildings.
And as you get that sense of home, and this image is as clear as anything else, like it's actually there. Like you could walk across the field and you could go into that tavern in Baldur's Gate. You get the feeling and sensation that that is placed beyond your reach. Eilidh, you look like the next in line.
Yep.
What would you see as home?
So I would see some mountains that aren't quite tall enough to be snow-capped. Lots of rocky crags and like a city or a village built into the natural formations. Small huts, buildings, things like that for the homes, just kind of built into the mountainside itself.
And it looks like this image, if you walk down this trail just a few miles, that you could be there. And this image that you know to be real and true feels so far beyond your grasp, as you can almost feel your feet take root underneath you. Does Astra have a homeland that she can describe?
I would say it would be similar to Eilidh, only because we came from a similar tribe and we were leaving probably that area before the fog set in.
And so you're looking at the same image as Eilidh, and it feels so distant to you, so close in your heart, so close in your line of vision. But you get this sensation that is now so far beyond your capability to reach. Like this land is claiming you as its own. Ravon, good member of the Shadowfell. What part of the Shadowfell does it look like from where you are?
So actually I'm doing something different, if I may.
Of course.
So first thing, when he starts talking, I would have used my last Eyes of the Grave. So yeah, do I see Strahd for who he is, for what he is?
Let me see. Let me look at exactly what that reads as.
I will copy and paste it really quick.
So as an action, you know the location of any undead within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover and that isn't protected from divination magic until the end of your next turn. You can use this feature 3 times per long rest. Strahd himself doesn't ping quite the same. What you do notice is that there are undead creatures floating above the stones. Strahd pings like he's not even there at all.
What?
As Ravon looks out, what would Ravon see?
It would seem like the Shadowfell, like no particular area in specific. It would just appear like a very grim, a very lightless, not necessarily dark, but lightless world. The sky would be gray. Buildings would look old and decrepit. The people themselves would. It would almost look like a plague town, minus the actual plague.
And you know that in some sense, yours should be closer than anybody else. Strahd looks at you and he says, "Trust, my friend. Trust will be the first step of our new shared bond. For the places you see before you are no longer accessible, but in our homeland, this land, Barovia, we will forge a new bond. You are all my welcomed guests and citizens. It's good to have you in the world of Barovia." And as he says the name of the place, everybody snaps back. The trick door opens, revealing a set of stairs. And that seems like a very good place to leave it for tonight.